Hi y'all, welcome back again. This is officially our second Dune Awakening build video. And if you watch the first one, you'll be able to see us finishing this beautiful mega HARKO build. Would really appreciate any love on that video. But as I mentioned in that one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to review the entire build today. But before we do that, reminder to check out all of our socials. Drop that sub here on YouTube. We're also on TikTok and Twitch. Make sure that you drop the follows. Come say hi. As I've said a couple times, we will be streaming on YouTube soon. So hopefully I'll get to meet some of y'all that are more YouTube peeps. But if you want to come hang out with us live and watch me totally calmly and not chaotically at all builds, definitely come and hang out there. But yeah, this is the money shot, right? This is the big shot of the house. But we're gonna go on a little bit of a hectic tour of the home. I'm still learning how to record things properly. Don't judge me. I almost crashed my Thopter a couple times here, but we're learning. We're learning. So here's an overview of just the house at night. We are up a little bit south of the Udom, up on the wall right above Shoal. It's a really beautiful area, completely and utterly impractical to live in. But as far as building, provides some amazing views. I really enjoyed building on the cliff here, even though it was absolutely terrifying. And let's not talk too much about that. Laney, she does fit. She does fit. I just, things happen. But you come in, that's our Scout Thopter entrance. So you come into our bottom area here. And let me tell you, building for that massive spice refinery was a huge grind. And I actually rebuilt this entire area just to accommodate that. So you'll see lots of big open spaces down here, but one thing, as I've said in the other video, is that with a lot of the HARKO materials, because there are a lot of sharp lines, the silver and black contrast, I really try to play along with those themes. As I'm building, you'll see a lot of emphasized triangles, even if it's not the HARKO stuff. But yeah, so you'll see that just kind of reoccurring throughout the entire build, and also just kind of building within the space as well. I love to use the rock. Ignore the fact that I failed at jumping up on that, but I love to feature the rock as I can, and I love lighting. I love the lighting. You'll see that I have the Caladan floors as well as the observer floors in order to add additional lighting. I hope that one day we get the ability to add a little bit of more, but we'll see. We'll see. They've said no, but maybe one day. Out there, I had added the new cargo container that you can use with your carrier for the DD. Super awesome. But yeah, big open space. All of the refining and machines and stuff are down here. Then when you go upstairs, you come into our very large ornithopter bay that is mostly for my carrier. She does get in and out. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but sometimes it's like that. And then here we're gonna, people call my house a maze. It might have felt a little bit more mazy as I was trying to figure out how to walk around. I may have agreed with people. But anyway, even though it's a nice, big, massive place, I like to add a lot of detail. This is my office. Here I am trying to find the right angle. I'm gonna eventually get better at these videos, but for now I'm like, I'll just leave it all in there. Whatever happens. But that's our little office area. I love to use the HARKO stuff for that. And then here we're going upstairs. So we have a couple of just little spaces here. This is a beautiful, you'll see I have a lot of little seats around everywhere where I can just sit and enjoy the view. I love to just sit here and watch Shy and the spice blows. It's also really nice to watch the storms there too. So everything that I do in my builds is to emphasize either the environment or certain aspects of the build pieces. So up here, you'll come up into my bedroom, which is one of my favorite spots. It does have a beautiful view of the moon and the hand in what I call Reptar. Some people call it Godzilla, but the mountain that Sentinel City is in. So I love this view. It's one of my favorite views of this game. People can say whatever they want about this game, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I loved different opportunities to feature different views of this build or of the world with my builds. But yeah, there's me just jumping around on my bed. Also, if you're curious where my pants are, one day I took them off and I realized that I kind of looked like a superhero with the HARKO heavy cape, and it never really changed. So unless I'm going into a very scary area, I kind of just rock this outfit now. This area is actually really cool because it kind of shows the way that your build can change. So this spot in here used to be a floor, and this is where my very first scout thopter actually ended up going before I expanded. And then I just didn't need it anymore. So I was like, oh, we'll turn it into a little observatory. And you can look down and see all the different layers I have of my build. It is a little crazy. And here we are down in that area. I actually had built a decent portion of the beginning of this build and then realized I did not put Shy in, and I am a HARKO, I am an Elder Emo, but I am a Shy lover. So that needed to be there. And then I'm also slightly impractical. So this entire room is just 4 death stills. It has 5 death stills, and no, there are not boxes next to every death still. There's only one next to this one. And some people have issues with that, but you know, like I said, not necessarily the most practical person in the world, but I really liked the idea of building a whole room for what I call my my human juice boxes. That we actually called them corpsey sons, but that's kind of stuff we do. Here around this corner, we actually have a really great example of just detailing and warm lighting. So love adding clutter, love adding little details all over the place just to make things feel a little bit cozier. And here we are back to that big fabrication room. I'm going to take a little shortcut up here because, you know, it's a big build. It's a big build. It's a very big build, and there's a lot of things. This will take us over to the area that we actually finished in our other recent video, where we just finished building this walkway over to my assault thopter my assault thopter hangar, as well as the war room. So this is just where I keep my assault thopter. Pretty simple. And then this room, we saved the best for last. I absolutely love this room. It features a lot of the new stuff that we got in the free DLC that came out in December, as well as some of the Caladan stuff. I had never really played around with that shape, and I just really enjoyed it. And then here we are, just watching my favorite time of day. If you ever came to my stream during this server that I was playing on, we called this the golden hour. And if you did not know, HARKOs are actually basically the same as the vampires in Twilight. And if you happen to build with the HARKO set, you'll see it's coming up right here. We get a little bit of sparkle if your silver is facing the sunrise in the morning, which honestly, what is a better way to spend or to start your day than with a little bit of HARKO sparkle? So that's my very first HARKO mega build. This build is being left to just decay because I can't be bothered to have multiple characters. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Like I said, this is my first time doing a tour of these builds. I'm gonna learn a little bit. We're gonna do better, I promise. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe saw something that inspired you to build. I love building. I love helping others learn how to build. So if you're interested, definitely come and check the live streams. And if you can't make the live streams, I've actually been posting my stream videos on YouTube as well. So definitely check those out if you haven't. But yeah, thank you again so much for all the support. I'm looking forward to sharing what I've been working on using the smuggler set, and hopefully see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.